Max Rice's first three-point attempt off the mark. Gibson long two. Splashes it in.
Now, Chucky, he hit the shot. Gibson hit the shot. But had he stepped back about 2 feet, that's a three-pointer. Not the greatest shot.
Boise State still looking for their first field goal, almost 3.5 minutes in. Here's Rice open for three. Offensive rebound. Dagenhart working on Gibson, doubled. Good rotation by Threadgill, almost had it. 6 to shoot for the Broncos.
The offense was way too stagnant. They threw the ball in the post, and they just stood around and looked. So that way everybody can load up to the ball and could help in the one-on-one because you had the advantage. If everybody cuts and moves, it'll create easier offense, but too stagnant right there when the ball went into the post.
Leon Rice in year number 13. 245 wins, last year's Mountain West Coach of the Year. Talked about it. I asked him, I said, you know, I've read stuff about it, and I would agree that he's one of the most underappreciated coaches in the country as they throw up the late shot clock three. And to that he said, I tell my wife that all the time, which I loved. Offensive struggles early for the Broncos. Charlotte through 2 games have averaged 81 points on the offensive side. They have allowed just 53. Held Myrtle and Eastern short of just 47 in their last game. Seven to shoot. Threadgill goes down, rolls out, turnover. Slow start offensively, but Charlotte, 2-point lead, 4 minutes, 15 seconds in. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by visitmyrtlebeach.com. Find where you belong at the beach. And Dollar General. Save time, save money every day. Ron Sanchez trying to get his team going. Slow start between these two teams. Charlotte leads 4-2 at the HTC Center on the campus of Coastal Carolina University alongside King McClure, the former Baylor guard. I'm Chucky Kempf. King, offensively, the ball's moving, just not going to the hoop.
Well, Chucky, it's the first game. We all know in any tournament that you play in, the first game is always the hardest. Once you get over the hump, get over the pregame jitters, they'll be fine. The ball will still going, start going in, start hitting shots, but it's the pregame jitters, Chucky.
It's not been a problem for Charlotte their first couple games. For Boise State, it was a balanced attack at the very least in a win over Washington State recently. Washington State, a really athletic team, but 5 guys in double figures in that one. They'd like to see more of that.
Yeah, no, this team is extremely versatile. I mean, they have a lot of guys who can go off and have big nights. I mean, Shaver is one of those guys who's electric and can potentially go off for about 25 or 30. But they have a lot of guys who can get buckets.
Shaver missing, and I think we have a foul on the rebound against Charlotte. Muhammad Silla was the one going for the rebound for Boise State. Josh Aldrich called for his first. One thing I'll say, the officials are going to take a look at something, I believe. One thing I'll say about the upsets early, King, and this goes for the entire field, not the teams that lost don't have good coaching, but have a tremendous lineup of head coaches here.
Yeah.
You look at UMass with their win over Colorado earlier. That's Frank Martin in his first season there. Steve Prohm back at Murray State after taking the year off last year after he was let go by Iowa State. And this field is a very well-coached field.
Yeah, top to bottom, you have a lot of great coaches who have done a lot in college basketball. Let's see what they're trying to take a look at right here.
It was a quick review. They're ready to go.
Because it was nothing. I don't even know what we were looking at.
Make sure there was nothing extra on the foul on that rebound. It's Boise State basketball. Pavle Kuzmanovic is in for the Broncos now as well. Here's Degenhart.
Got to move right now.
Well, right hand. That was pretty in the lane.
That's pretty. Degenhart can do that. He's a below the rim type of guy. Great footwork, can go over either shoulder. That's what he does, but there has to be more movement when the ball goes down low. It's too easy to guard when it's stagnant, because then you force him to really have to shoot the ball and play one-on-one.
Milicic, oh, a little great pass there to Aldrich, who lost it going up. Threadgill kind of passed up a look there on the wing. Takes this one, contested, and airballs it. Great defense from Najee Smith right there. Gibson back in to replace Threadgill. Threadgill started the season as their leading scorer. 16 in the opener, 14 against Maryland Eastern Shore. Almost taken away from Smith. Smith, big jump stop there and lost it. Taken away by Gibson, nicely done. Oh, and it was too hot. Aldrich wasn't quite ready for it, but I think we were both about to fall down if Lakai Patterson would have done much more with that.
It was a great look. The hezzy off, got him off balance, and the big just wasn't ready for it, but I saw what he saw. I saw the vision.
No flashbacks for you of getting crossed over when you were playing?
Oh, wait, I thought you meant doing the crossing over.
Okay. I'll give you that. You know I'm always gonna go the other direction.
Hey, I was gonna agree with you. Be like, yeah, no, you're right.
Patterson. The lid is officially on it at both ends. Kuzmanovic can't hit.
I think the ball has to go to Bryson Williams. Bryson Williams is arguably Charlotte's best offensive player. Has a very deep bag, can hit tough shots. The ball has to go to him.
Great move by Gibson, and it rolls out. Now, both these teams bring in very important players off their bench. Najee Smith, who has it for Boise, and Bryce Williams for Charlotte. Degenhart, tough shot. Milicic rebounds.
See, this is the time, Chucky, that you have to just slow the game down. You have to be deliberate with your possessions because the ball is not falling. So you have to be able to get good shots each and every possession. Offensive
foul. Williams going through Degenhart in position.
This is the right call. Get sped up. That's great help right there. Step over, take the charge. It's the right call.
Ron Sanchez to be happy to see 4 on the board for the other team, but not so much his own side right now. Rice, and he gets the bucket. Deep in the post there, Max Rice, who's a sharpshooter for this team, can do a little bit of everything, showing it off.
Loves the little area right there where you see the logo at. Great touch, great floater, can rise up over the top of you at 6'6".
Another 3 misses. Charlotte 2 for 9 shooting. A foul against Isaiah Folks, sophomore from Gainesville, Virginia. We haven't had many buckets, but Max Rice delivers one.
Buckets are coming out of premium, but here's the one that we have seen tonight. Hopefully we get more of these.
Sunday, we've got the men's basketball game of the day, the first ever meeting between number 4 Kentucky and number 2 Gonzaga. Last season's National Player of the Year, Oscar Tshiebwe, leading the Wildcats, Drew Timme and the Bulldogs. It is in Spokane. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ESPN and the app. Very interesting matchup, regardless, but maybe more so the fact that Gonzaga got embarrassed a little last night in Austin. The Texas Longhorns were spectacular at the new Moody Center.
Man, that wasn't even a little, Chucky. That was big. And the reason why, when you look at Gonzaga, they don't have a pro. They don't have the typical first-round draft pick. This year, they're struggling. I don't know if their guards are that good either. I mean, they're good players, but I don't know if they're the same level that we're used to seeing from Gonzaga. So don't be surprised they end up struggling a little bit this year. This is good right here. Get Khalifa back in the game. Let him be able to create.
Open three, Robert Braswell, the 4th. 4 combined field goals, 8 turnovers for these two teams. Am I selling you on this game right now?
Look, let's just blame it on the good defense, right? That's what we're going to say. But great defense has been played.
Exactly. It's Isaiah Folks working with Khalifa. Williams with 8 to shoot. Williams rising up. There it is. You can just see him. You're not going to block that. He is too high in the air.
You're not blocking that one. At 6'7", he has a very smooth game. Can shoot the turnaround fades. Loves to get to the mid-range. Bryce Williams might be the best offensive player on this court.
Taken away. Here's Khalifa. Puts it on the deck. Gets the roll. Count the bucket. The lids come off.
Love to see it. Good defense turns into even better offense. Get it out, push, feed your big fella, reward him for running for you. And 1.
That's the second on Lucas Milner. I think he's going to be brought off as well. Silla's going to come in to get him. Khalifa trying to finish the job here. Redshirt sophomore from Alexandria, Egypt. But he's a product of the NBA Global Academy in Australia. Conference USA Freshman of the Year last season. So we've got the Mountain West and the Conference USA reigning Freshman of the Year on each side.
You know, Khalifa's just the type of big that, that's a tough bucket. Khalifa's the type of big that if you're a guard, you want to play with him because he's always going to try to feed you the ball because he's always looking up. He knows how to play the right way.
Williams and Khalifa this time. Folks, that is such a good pass.
Goodness.
Isaiah Folks, the recipient. This man is putting on a clinic.
Oh my goodness, the passes he makes, they're not regular passes. A regular basketball player, Fran talked about vision last night during the Texas and Gonzaga game, and the guards did not have enough vision. This guy right here has elite vision.
I mean, that was not there.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
We had a great angle of that, and I thought, that is not there.
That's elite vision. Just look at this right here. It's not that open, but his head is turned. If your head is turned, you can always throw the pass because the defender has no idea where the ball is coming. Look at his head right now. He had no idea where the ball was going. Khalifa recognized that, and he's always going to throw the pass if he sees the back of your head.
Braswell, long 3. Splash! Over the top of Smith. The Syracuse transfer in his second season at Charlotte with a big shot early.
Braswell is another guy they bring off the bench that has a lot of upside. 6'7", very long, athletic. They're getting after these guys right now defensively.
Folks, a big part of it. Physical take, and it's goaltending. Isaiah Folks getting it done on both ends right now.
The energy that the sophomore has brought off of the bench is the main reason why they have stretched this game out. Look at this right here. Got the ball, great pressure. Get off of me. Good bucket right there. Isaiah Folks with the goaltending at the end. It's the right call. Ball hits the backboard first. He tries to smack it off. That's the right call. Isaiah Folks has changed this game.
Folks, a sophomore from Gainesville, Virginia, played in 15 games last year. He scored just 10 total points. Coming off a career-high 7 on Wednesday. He's already got 4 in this one. Degenhart short again. Letting the hot hand of Folks go. Patterson, that's a strong take. Count another one. Charlotte's broken this open, and it's a 10-point lead for the 49ers.
This is a great drive right here. Patterson, one-on-one. You cannot guard me. Go through the chest, and one. We call them big guards, Chucky. Because I used to be one of those. Well, I still am. But big guards, Chucky. We love to see a guard post up and finish through contact.
A 14-2 run over the last 2:36 for Charlotte.
I think this is Marcus Shaver time. This has to be the time when Marcus Shaver gets the ball and shows everybody why he is one of the best players in the Mountain West. That's a great pass right there from Najee Smith, though.
And a good finish by Degenhart, and one chance for Boise State. A good answer from them with 7:42 to play in the first half. 18-10, Charlotte leading. Kentucky Gonzaga on Sunday. Can't wait for that one. We've had a string this week of just incredible matchups. You know, Mark Few and company are going to be up for that one after what happened in Austin last night. And a guy that knows all about Gonzaga is Leon Rice, head coach of Boise State, 11 years as an assistant under Mark Few, and told us on our call this week, it was tough to leave. It wasn't, you know, oh yeah, let's go right out the door. It was a tough decision for him to leave Gonzaga, but went to Boise State and said he wanted to build something brick by brick, just like they did at Gonzaga, develop players. She said a lot of people don't do anymore because they're afraid they'll lose them. And he's done a tremendous job there. Finds themselves down 9 right now to Charlotte as Milicic lays it in.
Man, is that not a true statement? Scared to develop players because you'll lose them. With the transfer rule, with the NIL, the more money, it's almost like it's hard to coach players now. This new generation is just so different.
Good take there. Oh, and it rims out. There's Chase Whiting, the freshman, on the drive. Milicic. That's too strong. I was just about to say the 49ers feel like they're in a rhythm right now, and that one goes. Here's Rice in rhythm. Gibson getting downhill on Whiting. He can't finish. We've seen some missed layups, too, from both teams. That's blocked. Good recovery by Shaver, helping out on Gibson.
You know, I think right now for Boise State, I mean, this is what you need more of. It's not the fact that you're not scoring. I mean, that also plays a role. But if you're not scoring, then you have to be able to get stops. And right now, the buckets that they're getting are that one-on-one buckets down in the paint, having to overhelp. It's too easy for Charlotte. They're too comfortable.
6 to shoot. Patterson, long way from the hoop here. Degenhart guarding. Forces it up, and it's no good, but a foul on the rebound. I think they got Najee Smith.
That's the right call. Tried to show up for the rebound. I saw a guy, he pushed him in the air because Bryce Williams would have had the rebound had he not pushed him.
Aldridge. Oh, nice bounce pass there. Williams got caught, and then he lost it in the air.
He lost track of where he was. Should have just laid it up.
Oh, Rice, good hands there from Jackson Threadgill.
I'm going to Lucille Patterson right now in the post.
Patterson spinning, strong move by the big point guard. The lead is 11 for Charlotte. The 49ers defense, though, has been stifling so far.
Lucy Patterson. We called him a big guard, and folks, this is why.
Charlotte up 11. Lakai Patterson, couple buckets. Defensively, though, they've been tremendous. Neither team has shot it well. Boise State, 4 of 18 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Charlotte, 1 for 6 from 3. What's got to change right now?
Well, I like this substitute that Coach Rice made. You're going with a bigger guy at the 2. You put Agbo at the 2 or Rice at the 2. Now it's not as easy to post up. Now Patterson can't post up a bigger guy because he's only 6'2". So I like this substitution. I like the switch. I think this can really give him trouble down there on the offensive end. The biggest problem, Chucky, is they got to find a way to create buckets. Because I think defensively they'll be fine right now. But offensively, they're going to have to go to Shaver. It's Shaver's time. He's shown that he's a big-time player. He has to continue to show that right now, and this is the step he has to take right now.
Oh, Braswell, yep, traveled. Sometimes it just looks that awkward.
Yeah. If it doesn't look right, it's probably not right.
Jacksonville, Florida native, Syracuse transfer. He's the leading returning scorer on this team, just over 8 points per game last year. They lost 19.5 points per game, and Jameer Young going to Maryland. Taken away. Gibson came out of nowhere. Threadgill, 5 to shoot. Rising up, no.
Shaver has to be aggressive.
Dagenhart had a chance at it, not working. Throws it out of bounds. Trying to find Rice on the cut. Boise State hasn't scored for almost 4 minutes. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. It's the best place to get everything you need for the holidays. All kinds of stuff to do in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We love it here. Second year coming here. We'll come every year if that's what they want us to do. We'll be in Myrtle Beach all the time. But Charlotte defensively, they're loving it out here as well. And they're not far from home. They're the closest to Myrtle Beach, but look at this, King. 28th in opponent field goal percentage, 21st in opponent points per game. We talked about it. Their level of competition early wasn't the highest, but they're showing tonight that it was no fluke.
They're just tough. I mean, that's what it boils down to. It. They're tough. The word I feel like we call it is they're dogs. They have a whole bunch of dogs on the court who just get after you when they really compete.
Ron Sanchez told me today, he said, these guys like playing for each other. They like being around each other, and that can make a huge difference for teams. They play together, you can see it. Abo, that is no good. Oh, great rebound there by the 5'11" Montre Gibson.
I mean, look at it. Montre Gibson, Patterson. I mean, these guys are not big guys, but they're able to hang and compete. They want the game more right now. That's what it boils down to. But also, I mean, Boise really can't score. But these guys are really competing. They're getting after it. Look at it.
Great take by Gibson.
Look at the finishes, Chucky. 5'11", going through contact. Does not matter.
Can Marcus Shaver get it going? The Broncos put something in the hoop right now. Abo, another miss. Khalifa rebounds. How much does this mess with you mentally as a team seeing this happen?
It can mess you a little bit, but I mean, it's part of the game. We know shots go in, shots you miss. Some teams get hot, they go on runs. Eventually, the lid is gonna go up. Oh, good block right there. The lid is gonna come off eventually. They're gonna make shots. They're going to get back in the ball game. It's just a matter of time. You just can't lose confidence. You lose confidence, the game is over. You have no chance to win.
Isaiah Folks back in for Lakai Patterson.
Oh, this right here, chase down, looking like LeBron out there. Robert Braswell with the block. Check out this angle right here. It's clean before it hit the backboard. Robert Braswell showing us why we talked about him a little bit earlier.
Here's Khalifa, 10 to shoot. Milicic, thought he was going to fall down there. Somehow keeps his footing. Isaiah Folks, 1 to shoot. Floats it, no good. And rebound Boise State. Shot clock violation.
You know, Chucky, what's interesting is that Charlotte is able to do this. And their leading scorer, Jackson Threadgill, has been extremely quiet.
0 for 3 from the field for Threadgill. Boise State hasn't scored in over 6 minutes. Who can change that? Rice, great move, but I think he lost it on the way up. It'll stay at this end. What's happening offensively for the Broncos right now? What is not clicking for them?
I think number one, the most obvious thing, the ball is just not falling. But number two, they're just too stagnant. Not a lot of movement. If the ball's not falling, you have to create easy shots. Cut, backdoor cuts, flare screens. Just find ways to create open shots for your teammates instead of trying to force it and go one-on-one.
And there's your guy. You've been asking for Marcus Shaver, and you get it, but they're going to check something here at the monitor. I thought I saw one of our officials say that the bucket does count.
They're like, that was clean, Chucky. Let's take a look at it, though. Oh, yeah.
You've been asking for Marcus Shaver.
I mean, from that first angle, it looked clean. Regardless if it's clean or not, Chucky, Marcus Shaver has to be that guy. I mean, he's too good of a player to, you know, in times like this to just relax. You know, you have to insert your will, insert your force. You have to be aggressive. Like what I talked about earlier, whether you're making and missing shots, you have to be able to still shoot them. I like this right here. Aggressive or not, I like this. Whether it's good, whether it's not good, I need him to attack. He has to be better. He has to show why he's one of the best guards in the Mountain West.
You could see from that look the shot clock border was lit up in the reflection of the basket. Patrick Adams, Brett Smith, Jason Baker, our officiating crew.
Oh, that's good. That's a bucket.
From that, from our clock, it is gone. But one of, if not both, of the shot clocks were lit up when it was still in his hand. So it's Interesting. We're going to get an explanation here, I believe. They're asking us if we have a look. And they do wave it off.
Oh, wow.
Well, Boise State's drought continues, and it is nearing 7 minutes, and that's a turnover. Just a silly mistake there from Charlotte. One-man press.
Hey, Chuck, you know what they say? That ball doesn't lie.
59 seconds remaining. Khalifa takes it away. The big man with the hands.
It's a great double right there. You saw the advantage. Max Rice on Gibson. Great double, great awareness right there from Khalifa.
Milicic. So much movement. And there it is. Khalifa with the flush. Just got loose. I lost him in all the movement from the 49ers there.
Chucky, he just plays basketball the right way. That's normally what foreign bigs, what you see out of foreign bigs. I mean, Jokic, the slip screen right there, his ability to find people, he plays the game the right way.
The freshman Ngonga misses.
Chucky, another possession, one-on-one basketball. Trying to beat your man and take a tough shot. No need for that, but look on this end right here. Great slip screen. Good finish right there, great awareness. This is how you play basketball. This is how you move without the ball. Create for your teammates. What we just saw from Boise State, one-on-one, too much of that. Too much stagnant basketball. They have to be able to move. They have to be able to create open shots for their teammates, and that's just way too easy.
Well, Patterson just coasted up the court with 9 seconds on the clock and lays it in. And Boise State, King, is going to go to halftime on a 7-minute and 45-second drought.
It's what happens when you're playing too much one-on-one. Charlotte is playing the game the right way, creating for others, moving without the basketball. Boise State is not doing that. And then on top of that, Boise State has to be able to get a stop. If you can't score, you cannot allow the other team to score. Boise State's not doing that. Let's see what changes Coach Rice makes it happen.
Well, they need something. Charlotte 28, Boise State 11. The Broncos have struggled to score in the worst way in the first half, and Charlotte has taken advantage. It's halftime here in Myrtle Beach. The Myrtle Beach Invitational, game number 3 of the day. Still one more to go. It's halftime, though. This quarterfinal, Charlotte leading Boise State 28-11. We'll see if the Broncos can get the offense rolling. We've got stats and highlights coming up next from Myrtle Beach. You're watching ESPN's Feast Week, presented by Lowe's. Back at the 2022 Myrtle Beach Invitational. Love the pier in Myrtle Beach, along the beach there, and Boise State trailing Charlotte by 17. Charlotte's offense started to come alive. Their defense was tremendous all throughout, alongside the former Baylor guard King McClure. I'm Chucky Kemp. King, let's talk about some offense and the way Charlotte did get it going down the stretch. They continued to move the ball, and it finally started to fall.
I mean, that's what happens. It was a rough start to this game. I'm glad Charlotte went on their run, because had they not gone on their run, Chuck, it would have been a long night for both of us, man. But look at this. It all started with Khalifa. My favorite player on this basketball court right now, just because he's dropping dimes out there like Jokic. And that's what really got it started right here. The defense, the intensity. They really just wanted it more, honestly, on the defensive end. But this guy right here, Patterson, big guard, finishing through contact and one. They're playing bigger than their size, especially at the guard position.
Our first half stats are brought to you by Dollar General, and oh man, the field goal percentage differential there, 45-17. Neither team is hitting it from long range, just one assist for Boise State in that first half. 11 turnovers, and that is something they haven't done a lot of. They're averaging 11 turnovers through the first 2 games of the season. That's something that they have won. +5 and +7 in their first 2 games with respect to the turnover margin. Here's Khalifa underneath, and he traveled.
It's a good call. It's the right call. Right there, you take away all passing options. This is where Khalifa can kind of get to struggling because he's not really a scorer. He doesn't want to score. It's actually kind of weird. He's one of those guys that would rather pass than score. You don't know too many of those. I wish the game of basketball had more people like him.
See what Leon Rice said at halftime. I wonder if it was a spirited message to his team. 6 to shoot. Max Rice, great pass. Shaver, no. Degenhart can't pull it in. Better ball movement at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't say much. I mean, you could say take care of the basketball. You have to get stops. But at the end of the day, the ball just wasn't falling. I mean, you're shooting 17% in the first half. You're supposed to be down.
Scott Drew ever tell you just make a shot, man?
Scott Drew would have had us in the right after the game shooting free throws and jumpers. He was shooting this bad.
Threadgill, rhythm jumper on the pass from Patterson. A 10-0 run to finish the first half turns into a 12-0 run. Kick out, Abo for 3. They got it! A drought that spanned over 8 minutes has come to an end.
That's a great sign right there. Agbo has to be able to start scoring because if he cannot score, this is going to be a long year for Boise State. But if he can turn it on and get comfortable in his role, they will excel and they will be able to go to a new level.
Here comes the double on Milner. Skips it across. Ball starting to move a little more here for the Broncos. Back to Degenhart. Here he goes, lays it in.
That's a good play right there, but I would like to see Boise State have a little bit more off-ball movement when the ball is thrown into the post. Every single time you send a double, somebody is open. Locate the open man by being able to cut and move on the off-ball side.
Quick 5-0 run for Boise State. The lead is just 14 now. Into Patterson, getting position there. 4 to shoot. Khalifa spinning. Oh, and it's tipped away. Taken back by Gibson. Threadgill hands it off. Milicic's dunk, but it's a charge call. Degenhart was there. 49er
That's the right
fans
call.
don't like it.
That is the right call. Degenhart beat him to the spot, took the charge. You have to stop your momentum when you pass. He thought he had an open lane, hit him in the chest. He fell. That's the right call.
Shaver off the mark. Gibson pulls it in. Charlotte with a little pace right now. Threadgill working with Khalifa. Big jump stop, gets the layup.
That's a tough move right there, the jump stop.
Degenhart, long range. Offensive rebound for Abo. Rice for 3. Still just not falling, another offensive rebound.
The ball's not falling, you have to get to the cup. You have to be able to get to the lane, backdoor cut, create shots for your teammates. No need for one-on-one. Right now, I'm looking to try to get the ball to Agbo right now. He hit one. Let's try to get his confidence going. It's a good play. I like it. Drive to the paint. Put your head down and get to the cup. Get to the rim. I would honestly attack Khalifa. Khalifa side to side, his lateral movement isn't great. I try to put him in space, make him try to stay in front of one of your guards.
Degenhart open. And it is just not going right now. 1 for 11 from 3. Khalifa threading the pass. He and Threadgill have a great relationship. They are roommates. Khalifa from Egypt, obviously not able to go back home during breaks and holidays. He spends the holidays with Jackson Threadgill's family. Jackson from Concord, North Carolina, not far from Charlotte. They've become extremely close. You can see it the way they play as well. Here they are again.
Oh my
Back
goodness.
to Threadgill. There it is, the connection, and he misses the layup. Shaver all the way. Great finish.
I love it. Get to the paint. The 3 is not falling. Take it if it's wide open, but get to the cup.
Khalifa. Folks slays it in. And they get him in the high post, and he's putting on a clinic. Rice cannot get on the board from long range. 0 for 5 for Max Rice, who came in shooting 45.5% from 3. He was 5 for 11. They continue to go Khalifa to Threadgill. Folks, great take, misses, but he is fouled. It's the first on Marcus Shaver. Abo, excuse me.
How does Boise State get back in this ball game? They're gonna need more of these. Stop shooting the 3 and get to the rim.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. It's the best place to get everything you need for the holidays. Sunday, the women's game of the day. Aaliyah Boston, #1 South Carolina taking on Haley Jones, and #2 Stanford at Maples Pavilion. Coverage begins at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific on ABC and ESPN app. I just love that on the women's side, and we talk about it on the men's side too, but getting #1 versus #2 right out of the gates. I mean, what an incredible matchup. Aaliyah Boston averaging a double-double, not scoring a ton, but averaging a double-double on 77% from the field. She's a problem.
Unreal. She's a problem. Arguably, I mean, when you look at the rich history that South Carolina has had with Asia Wilson, Aaliyah Boston, I mean, they just keep producing them. And that's going to be a great game. I'm tuned in for sure. I love Dawn Staley. The thing I love most about Dawn Staley is her drip. That woman right there is fly, and she is not afraid to wear the designer outfits. I love it.
Dawn Staley, one of the best in the business.
One of the best in the business, men's or women's. Not just women.
Boise State down 16. Can they get it going? And Gonga. Oh, great long step there. He lays it in. The highest recruit in program history gets on the board.
And he showed why right there. I mean, the length right there, the handle on him. Love the long stuff. That was impressive.
Not a lot of 6'10 shooting guards in the country.
6'10 shooting guards. I'm talking about KD.
Contested jumper, no, and that goes off of Aldrich.
Look at this move right here, the handle. Oh, no, sir. The long step. Great move, great finish. Way to be efficient with your dribbles.
You talk about a program who can develop players, develop a guy with this kind of natural talent. It could be a big problem.
Ooh,
it's an offensive foul call.
Let's take a look at this one. Maybe the chicken wing might have came out just a little bit. I don't know if it's enough to where they should have called it, but I see what they saw.
Low pressure here from the Broncos.
With this lineup, the Broncos could really switch 1 through 5 right now and make it really tough for you to run any type of offense because they're all similar heights. They're all 6'6" to 6'10".
They're starting to ramp it up defensively. Rice loses it, turnover. Rice thought it went off Williams, and it will stay at this end.
Oh yeah, he bounced that off of Williams' foot. It's a good call right there.
I like when the officials come together. Make sure, hey, no, I had a better angle of that and get something right.
It's all about accuracy. It's the name of the game.
Charlotte on a little scoring drought right now as well. 2 minutes, 15 seconds without a bucket for them. Their defense has held strong though. The lead still double figures. Abo trying to get it into Dagenhart. Here comes the double, splits it, great move.
That's a great split right there. Anticipated the double. I love the three-quarters court pressure right here. 3-6-7s, the defensive intensity is picked up. I like it right now. I like what I'm seeing from Boise State.
Ten to shoot. Patterson working on Smith, steps through. Three ball good from the corner. Bryce Williams with a big shot.
That's a huge shot. You saw the momentum slowly shifting, but that's a great play from Patterson. Don't try to force it. You're in the paint. Don't try to force it. Kick out to Williams. It's a good play.
Shaver's fouled. Another good take by Marcus Shaver. He's getting more aggressive. You talked about it in the first half. We're starting to see more of it here in the second.
We're also seeing Boise getting to the rim. That's what they have to do. I mean, the three ball is not falling. The three ball has not fell for them all year. Shooting 22% for the year from the three. They have to be able to create other offense outside of relying on the three. They have to be able to put their head down, get to the rim, finish through contact.
Khalifa and Threadgill back in for Charlotte. Try and get this offense back on the right track. Shaver misses both.
He has to be better than that. You have to be better than that, Shaver.
Here's Khalifa. Threadgill going baseline. That's tipped by Ngonga and taken away. Smith the other direction, little bump and a nice finish over Khalifa at the rim. Pressure, a little bit of a problem for Charlotte right now. At the very least, it's slowing them down.
Look inside to Khalifa right now. He has the mismatch.
Here it is, you called it. Here comes the double, kick out, extra pass, Threadgill. Williams for three. Again, Bryce Williams connects.
That's great ball movement. They located the mismatch. He kicked it out because of the mismatch that forced the rotation. Great find and great shot by Williams.
Shaver three, and he knocks it down. Boise State's second triple. They're 2 for 13, but a good sign there from Marcus Shaver Jr.
That's who he is. It's what he has to do if they want to get back in this game. I'm going inside to Khalifa. Khalifa has a mismatch.
Working on Smith. Great quick spin, but maybe a piece of it from behind. It'll be a foul against Smith when we come back.
talked about Bryce Williams and how talented he was. He's showing us why, making us look good. On the other side, Marcus Shaver trying to shave some of this lead off with that three.
Tip off your weekend with our star-studded NBA Friday doubleheader. Joel Embiid, the Sixers, hosting Giannis and the Bucks at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Then it's Julius Randle and the Knicks taking on Steph and the Warriors. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern on ESPN and the app. Warriors, a rare struggle for them this season at times.
Man, I feel like everybody's struggling right now in the NBA. I mean, Steph last night with a 50-piece chicken? With the L, though. I mean, it's still impressive. The 50 ball is still impressive. I would like to see a 50 with a W, but, I mean, Steph Curry, arguably the greatest basketball player on the planet, because LeBron James has had a massive decline.
Come on now. Don't be doing that to me.
Hit a massive decline. He's not the same LeBron. He's still great, but not the same LeBron.
He needs some help.
He does. I don't know what they were thinking with that roster, but
Boise State trying to claw their way back.
Oh.
Smith, that looked awkward, like it was either a foul or a travel, but it's going the other direction. It's a turnover anyway. Both teams, Charlotte 3 for their last 3 from the field. Boise State 4 for their last 4 attempts. Bryce Williams, couple trays in the second half. Patterson, 5 to shoot. Khalifa, okay, the big man says, I can do it all.
Oh, I can pass and step back and shoot the three. Not something that we typically see from him. Not shooting a great percentage, only shooting 17 from 3, but okay, big fella.
His second one of the season. At least going to keep defenders on their toes, I guess.
Right now, I don't like Khalifa on the perimeter. I like him right there on the block. Let him read and make decisions from the block. He has the height advantage right now. I'm playing through Khalifa every single possession right now.
Bounce pass. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, man.
Ali Khalifa is having a night, just putting on a show right now.
Oh, the vision right there. That's who I'm playing through. I'm playing through Khalifa every single time.
Dagenhart off the mark. Khalifa.
That's just not a great possession. Khalifa, he has the mismatch on the offensive end because he's taller than everybody. Well, he has to be able to guard on the offense, on the defensive side. Take advantage of his size and go at him.
Offensive rebound by Smith to cut it back to 18.
You know what people do to the Joker? They make the Joker guard on the defensive side. They put him in ball screen actions because he's such a great player offensively. Let's tire him out defensively.
Timeout, Ron Sanchez. Didn't like something he saw out there. Has to like that they're up by 18. And his big man has done it all.
Khalifa with the vision. Oh my goodness. Threading the needle like that. Khalifa. Man, we've been talking about this guy all night. And the reason why is because Mr. Do It All, man. Look at the vision. Vision's so great, he's looking into the future. Look at this guy dropping dimes. I told you, he kind of looks like baby Jokic, and even stepping out and shooting the three. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Big men who can make plays and do it all. I love to see it, Chucky.
It's not just the vision, too, for me. Like, big guys sometimes, you know, a lot of big guys who are good passers have good vision. They don't have, like, the style. Like, he's got the pocket pass. He's got the no-look. He's got it all.
His passing game is versatile. I mean, I don't know, I'm interested. I would love to talk to him and say, hey, you know, where did you learn this from? How did you learn to pass like that? Because to see that at a big position, is very rare. Normally you'll see it from a guard, but from a big, very rare.
Into him again, working on Degenhart. Spinning, fading, and that is short. Good defense by Tyson Degenhart. We've seen that a few times this half from him. And Gonga almost lost it. Kobe Young into the game as well for Boise State for one of the first times. Degenhart, long three. Threadgill rebounds.
They have to attack Khalifa. They can't keep settling for the three when they haven't made many.
For Charlotte, their two leading scorers, Williams and Khalifa, with 10 apiece. I mean, it's been a balanced attack for them. Gonga playing good defense, 3 to shoot. Contested 3, no rebound, Shaver. Well, something's got to happen quick, King. What does it have to be for Boise State on the offensive side?
Stop settling for threes.
Here's another for Degenhart. This one a little more in rhythm. And
I mean, we always say shooters shoot the ball, right? And the lid will eventually come off. Well, you have to be able to put points on the board also. So you have to put your head down. Bill Self used to always do this. We'd always play against Kansas. And if they would ever get down, Bill Self would just say, put your head down and drive it. Oh, my goodness.
A great block.
Great block.
The athletic Kobe Young, the redshirt freshman. A little bit of a wild take. It's almost put back in by Young.
But my point being, put your head down and get to the rim. Bill Self would always tell Frank Mason, Devontae Graham, stop settling for jumpers and just go to the rim. I mean, part of the reason was they always get the foul calls because it's Kansas.
Oh, no, come on.
Don't get me started, Chucky.
6 to shoot for Charlotte. Khalifa, another 3.
Another one?
Shaver, strong finish at the rim.
Uh-oh.
Timeout, Boise State. Leon Rice not happy, thought there was contact there at the rim. A great finish by Marcus Shaver. They've got a long way to go. Down 16 in Myrtle Beach. (47-31), Charlotte leading Boise State. Our game track is brought to you by Visit Myrtle Beach. For Boise State, it's been all about their struggles shooting the basketball. 28% from the field, 14 turnovers. And on the other side, Charlotte, it's just been the ball that's been flying around. 8 players have made a field goal in the game for them. It's been an extremely balanced attack, and they've just kind of held Boise State down right now.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. When the ball is moving like that, players are cutting, you're getting easy, pretty assists. It's a pretty thing to watch.
Broncos will ramp up the pressure here. Sadrak and Gonga seems more time tonight than he did in the first 2 games combined. Get a chance to see his athleticism.
With Khalifa out the game, I think this is where Boise State can make their run. No Khalifa. When they switch Khalifa for Josh Aldridge, the offense looks a little different. Aldridge is more of a floor spacer. He's not really the same level of passer. So he doesn't kill you on the back cuts. Their offense doesn't look the same when he's out there. So if I'm Boise State, I'm pressuring. This is the time to make your run. 5 more minutes.
Well, Feast Week continues. Sonic Blockbuster on Sunday, 7:30 Eastern in Spokane, Kentucky. Gonzaga, number 4 versus number 2. Oscar Tshiebwe, Drew Timme. The stars are on display. 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and the app. Cannot wait for that one. Gonzaga also, they play Texas, they play Kentucky. They got Baylor coming up in early December in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I love the schedule that Mark Few's put together for the Zags early in the season.
Mark Few is ducking no smoke. He wants all the smoke. He knows when they go to conference, it's not going to be that. So non-conference, oh yeah, let's test it.
Great take. Gibson on the finish. Dagenhart 3, gets it to go. He's just 1 for 7 from long range, his first one right there.
That's a good sign right there. Comes with 4 minutes to go. One last push right here for Boise State.
Great pass. Aldrich on the finish, and one chance. Josh Aldrich, the grad student from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Isaiah Folks did it on the defensive end first, but now helping his teammates out and one.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by visitmyrtlebeach.com. Find where you belong at the beach. And Dollar General. Save time, save money every day. Well, 2 upsets in the morning game. I should say morning games, the afternoon games, and now our nightcap doubleheader is starting with what appears to be another one. Charlotte leading Boise State by 19. Still coming up over on ESPNU at 9:30 Eastern. Loyola Chicago and Tulsa. That'll wrap up day number 1 here in Myrtle Beach. Winners trying to make it to the semifinals tomorrow. All of our games at the same time as they were today. We take a day off on Saturday and then finish things up, crown a champion on Sunday here at the HTC Center in Conway, South Carolina. It's a 20-point lead. Shocking, isn't it? Wow. I mean, we thought we had 2 good games on the night side as well, and so far, after a slow start offensively for both teams, it's been all Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte is, they proved a lot of people wrong, and I was one of those people. I was not expecting this. I was impressed. I knew they did a great job of moving at the basketball. I knew they shared the ball really well, but defensively, I've been really impressed with them. I mean, their tenacity, their aggression. I really like what I'm seeing from the Charlotte team. They could be dangerous tomorrow.
All 9 players that have played in the game for Charlotte have scored. Williams for 3. Here comes Young. Dagenhart looking for an option. Here's Whiting. Kobe Young, 10 to shoot. Rice cut off. Just great defense right now. A better shot from Rice on the turnaround.
Yeah, that was great one-on-one defense. Rice just had the height advantage, so got the hook over him.
That's Rice's 2nd bucket of the night. He's their leading scorer, 18 points per game through the first 2. Folks, been really impressed with Isaiah Folks tonight. The sophomore is looking like he's going to be a really good piece for them. Here he is again, contested 3, and almost rattled that home.
I would have liked Bryce Williams to shoot that turnaround fade instead of the 3 ball right there that they got last second.
Folks wisely pulls it up, and they'll let the clock tick here. And the rotation, too. They've gone 9 deep tonight. And it looks like this is something they could do all year long.
Man, this is a dangerous team. The way that they move without the basketball, I mean, it's really a lost art in college basketball. You don't see teams play this way. I love their offense. I love their continuity. And defensively, they have that to match as well. This could be a dangerous team.
Well, Kobe Young didn't see much action early, but knocks down the three. They needed more of that throughout this one. Timeout, Charlotte. The 49ers were picked 9th in the Conference USA preseason poll. I think now more than ever you can say preseason polls really don't mean a lot with everything people lose and everything they bring in, but this does not look like the 9th best team in Conference USA.
There's no way there's 8 teams better than these guys.
Up 15 against Boise State. And don't forget Sunday, we've got the big men's matchup, the women's as well. Aaliyah Boston and Haley Jones going head-to-head. South Carolina, Stanford, #1 versus #2. It's on ABC. Starts at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Catch it on ABC and the ESPN app. Busy day of hoops. It's starting to heat up, getting all the good matchups. South Carolina women beat Clemson 85-31 tonight.
Sheesh.
That is no mercy.
No mercy.
No friends were made. I'm not sure what you say in the handshake line after that. You say good game?
Listen, I've never gotten beat that bad in college. The worst I ever gotten beat was probably like 31, probably 30, West Virginia. Got smacked by 30 at their crib. And it was crazy. We had just got ranked #1 in the country. We just beat Oklahoma State, got #1 ranking in the country. Go to West Virginia, take an L by 31. And then they rushed the court on us.
Wondered if that was some sort of a record, #1 getting beat by.
Oh no, it was. No, it really was.
Okay. You're in the history books.
I'm in the.
Abo, they need more of that too. His second 3 of the night and 5 tries. Folks need some help trying to get it in. I think there's a foul on the inbound. Abo called for the foul.
Oh no, opposite way.
Or is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Opposite way.
Good eye there. Patterson called for the foul. Trying to get open. Gonga trying to force the pass there, gets it back. 12 to shoot, got to go quickly. Downhill, Milicic goes down. It's a blocking foul. And Gonga's just so long. I mean, there's long strides, there's crossovers.
He's so long, but really raw. A lot of upside, but he's extremely raw. I mean, you see the potential. You'll see it in the drives every now and then, but then you'll see him make a pass like he tried to make earlier that just wasn't even close. And then the drive right there, just lowered his shoulder. I mean, as he grows, as he gets better, as he develops, he'll see that that's just not a great take, but you like what you see so far. You see the potential.
That's why I think Boise State fans should be excited, not just because of his ability now, but the fact that Leon Rice and his program have been able to develop players, but it's not their night tonight. Charlotte making a statement on the first day of the Myrtle Beach Invitational. The 49ers taking down Boise State 54-42. An impressive defensive performance and a little streaky on the offensive side to get it done.
Yeah, the way that Khalifa played, and we talked about him at the Open and his ability to create for his teammates, but I mean, he showed a side of him that he can score as well. He can step back, shoot the 3, he can post up down there, he can be patient, make the right plays. They played the right way, but not just that. Defensively, they competed. Honestly, I don't know what was more impressive, their offense or their defense, because both sides of the basketball, they can hang their heads on. So Charlotte came out here, did they were supposed to do, shocked a lot of people. I was one of those people, but played the right way.
They got the job done. They improved to 3-0 on the season. Ron Sanchez and his team keep it rolling. They are off to the semifinal tomorrow at the same time. 54-42 winner over Boise State. They will await the winner of Loyola Chicago Tulsa. That one's coming up next, 9:30 Eastern over on ESPNU. Well, for King McClure, our producer Andrea Crawford, and our entire fantastic crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. We'll see you at 9:30 on ESPNU.